Hi guys, Squirrel here. This is the Jimmy Milne. This is a Class 47 diesel electric locomotive built in 1964 by British Rail up in Crewe. It weighs 122 tonnes and was originally spec'd for 2,750 horsepower. And today we're going to drive it. Now, this is a VR180 video, which means if you're watching on a phone or a tablet, hold the device up and feel free to look around. If you're on PC, use the mouse, click and drag your way around the image. But for the very best experience, you want to go 3D. The cheapest option is to use a Google Cardboard like this. Put your phone in the back and simply look through and watch the video in 3D. For the very best experience though, you want to get yourself a VR headset. In order to operate this train on this section of track, we need this. This is a key to the line. We're currently stood 300 yards away from Epping Railway Station. That is the London Underground, and this is the start of the Epping-Ongar Railway, and it's with thanks to them that we're able to drive this locomotive today. So our journey will initially involve a climb up to Coopersale. Coopersale is the highest point on the London Underground. At that point we've got a descent down to North Weald, where we'll get out, exchange this token for one which will allow us to travel from North Weald to Ongar, and Ongar will be our destination. It's a steep descent down to Ongar, so we'll have to use the brakes. Let's get down the front of the loco and get going. So how much power are you going to give it before you start releasing the brakes?
Well, I've released the brake partially,
yeah.
So I'm going to go into notch 1 and watch it build up.
Yeah, there's the
so
power.
You can see the traction motors are drawing 2,500 amps. I'll go a little bit more and release the brake away.
So now the engine's taking load, isn't it?
Yep. And you'll see gradually the ammeter will drop back. And I'll increase the amps. And what you do when you're driving the train, you give an instruction to the equipment what you want it to do and you let it get on with it. You don't keep.
So 25 is that the track?
That's the maximum track speed, it's 25 miles an hour.
Yeah. Give it a little bit more power.
This is an extremely powerful engine. See how steep it is as we climb in.
Yeah, so what's your power setting there now?
I'm just going back to the on position.
On position there.
And what you need to do is balance the amps against the degree of the hill we're going up.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we've got a moving, it's a big heavy engine, which is maintaining 25 mile an hour with just minimum power. So it's a balance between power against gradient.
Okay, we're in it on, and then release the brake.
Yep.
So we've got power.
Yep. Don't go on pedal, just see what it does.
And then release.
Yep. Right off, push that right round. That's it. Right, and hands off the controls.
Yep.
You give her an instruction, let her get on with it. As you can see, we're going downhill.
This is downhill gradient now.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've still got the power on.
Yep, that's it. So shut off.
How do you know when you're rising and falling? Because are there any markers on the track
Yes.
that tell you?
Yeah, there are.
Like little waypoints?
Yeah. They're kilometre markers, they're there.
That's a distance marker,
Yeah.
right, okay.
But a lot of it you've learnt from the training charts.
Gotcha. So really picking up speed now.
It's going up to 25. Right, if you start reducing the speed,
What with this?
that one, yeah, you try that. The next signal we've got to be doing 5 miles an hour. So reduce more braking. That's it, ease it right off. But you're on a very steep gradient.
Yeah. So So yeah, I can see the 5 mile an hour marker
Yep.
there.
So all the signalling you can see has been put in by us.
So all you volunteers have put all this stuff
Yep.
in, and wide it all as well, presumably.
All this track layout was put in. That's a right off now.
And this is North Wheel.
Yep. The footbridge as well. That was put in by us as well and completely renovated.
There's one of your steam trains over there.
That's Met 1. That was built in 1898.
1898. That's incredible.
And the rail car on the right, that power car, was completely rebuilt here at North Wheel.
Fantastic.
So we're going to head up towards the end of the platform.
We're going to stop at the end of the platform
Yep.
and change the token.
Yep. And it's quite plain that we're going to go up the bank here.
Yeah.
You can see in front.
Good.
So you apply the brake, keep it going, a bit more. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so if you put it in the forward,
So put the reverse
Yep.
forward.
take power,
First notch of power.
make sure you've got power, take the
Power.
straight air brake off. Crossing is clear, Michael.
Crossing is clear.
Yep. Okay.
We're
We've
still
got-
5 miles an hour out of here, is it?
Yep.
So I'm guessing we're going to need to...
Just sharp it out of the road.
Are we going downhill?
No, going uphill now. Shut off. Hand off the brake. You can see we spent a lot of money on that track.
That looks great.
Yep.
What's that loco?
That's in class 20.
Class 20.
It's the first production class 20 ever built, 1957. They were still building steam engines for 3 years after they built that.
Wow.
And when I was a cleaner, I cleaned that engine, that very engine.
Bit of power.
Yep.
There's a couple of birds on the line though.
Yeah, don't get off.
Look at that, no fear.
No, they're stupid. Right, as you can see quite clearly how steep
I can see it. Yeah, it's going to go downhill, isn't it?
Yep. This is called Marconi Bridge.
Marconi Bridge.
Yeah, and it used to be a long wave radio station.
Yeah.
There used to be aerials on either side. Huge arrays of long wave aerials. And if you look at the fields on either side, you can still see the concrete bases.
Fantastic. So now we're going to basically start picking up speed quite
Yep.
quickly, aren't we? You can actually feel the
So
gradient.
this time, try this breakdown.
So we'll
This
put it
is
on
the
initial.
time. Yep. Watch the gauges though. Yep. So that's got to drop and that will drop.
I can
Much
feel
slower,
it.
right,
Yeah.
this one. The railway built this shed in preparation for coaches got repaired.
Oh, here?
Yep.
So that's actually owned by the Epping-Ongar.
Yep.
Yeah, you can feel it's flattened out because
Yeah.
we're not
So we're
picking up
going
speed.
notch one,
Yeah.
just going to power one.
Well, it says 10 over 25. What does that mean?
Yeah, if you've got a Great Western engine, they're wider, they got wider cylinders. If it's a Great Western engine, you only do 10 for it. All the buses over there on the left. So if you shut off,
What's all that about?
that's the owner, the railway owner also has a fleet of heritage buses.
Oh, does he?
So if you come here to ride on the railway, you also, for the same fare, can ride on any of the heritage buses. You want to blow the horn? Nice and clear.
Need any brake?
Yeah. Try,
This one?
yeah. Yeah. Try that again. It's more fun.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to adjust this one.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, a bit more now, a bit more braking. That's it, you've done that. See, when you drive the train, you must look at the gauges all the time.
Yeah, using these.
Right, on the bridge up here, we'll be doing 5 miles an hour. So we're still dropping,
Yeah.
and then we go uphill.
On that bridge there.
Yeah, that's Crispy Brook. So we ought to be doing 5 miles an hour. Yellow signal. Right, release the brake. And on the left hand side you'll see the gradient board and we're going to start climbing.
Yeah.
So we're doing 5 miles an hour. So if you go in a notch 1, but make sure you stick to 5.
Straight into Ongar, isn't it?
Yep. And the other end of the platform on the left hand side is a white post and we're going to aim to stop there. So Ongar box came from Spellbrook. When I was a young driver, I've been up there when it was in Spellbrook and made the tea.
You made the tea?
Yeah, when that box was at Spellbrook. The frame in there is actually the original Ongar frame. So it went into the museum and then when we opened up again, the museum donated it back to us.
Fantastic.
So this is Ongar Station. So you see where it's got FP, if you bring the buffers level with that.
What with the
FP.
this OFP
Yeah.
here?
That's bearing point.
Which brake are we using? This one?
You can use that one, but you're using the gradient to stop you. See, you've already caught that one on already. Shut off. See. That's it. There you go. Well done.
That was good. Back into engine.
Right, you put the brake round in emergency.
So I keep going.
Yep. That's it. Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Well done.
That was great. Using the horn was the best bit. That was fantastic. That's the first time I've ever driven a real train, and to do it in an iconic British train like the Class 47 is just phenomenal. That popping you might be able to hear in the background, that's a blowdown valve that's basically ejecting moisture as a byproduct of compressing the air. Now they've shut the line down here, so it's all been made safe because there's something I want to show you down on the track. It's just over here. Well, right at the end of the Ongar line here, the Epping-Ongar line, and here is a water hose. This water hose is used to fill the water into the steam trains that operate on this line. That hose is filled from that water tower. This was built 2 years ago for the line, and it was built by volunteers. On the heritage line, this Epping-Ongar heritage line, everything is run by volunteers. They give up the time to come down here and just help out, keep these trains running. Now I want to show you something else over here. This here is an original piece of track from when this line was first built in the late 1800s. It was found not long ago when they dug up this section of track. It's also where a freight train in 1934, its brakes failed and it came down this section of track and it went up the embankments and tipped over. Down the back there, you'll notice the very end of this line. This is the very end of the Epping-Ongar Railway. And that marker there, 0.0, that is the exact point where all distances on the London Underground are measured. So any station on the London Underground references its distance from that marker right there. That's the 0.0 marker. Now, the Epping-Ongar Railway, as I've said before, is run entirely by volunteers, and they truly do an astounding job. These trains, this track is all kept going by volunteers. If you want, you can come down here and you can take a journey with your family. Just get in the back, ride on one of the steam trains. You can even pay, I think it's about £5, you can ride up front in the cab. You can even do a driver experience day like what I did. I'll leave a link to the video description if you want to check out their website and the things that you can do here. Finally, I just want to say my heartfelt thanks to the guys here at Epping-Ongar Railway. They do such a good job, and I've had such a good time driving my very first locomotive train. Anyway, that's it from this video, guys. Until the next one, take care and happy train driving.